Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We are on January 5th, and a lot of us are still thinking about objectives, about the next year, about goals. And I would like to share with you a few key important aspects that I believe have the possibility to significantly help us in this next year. As I've shared in the last few days on social media, we at Multipliers Club, we have 4 different core pillars. And these core pillars are X factor, X community, X growth, and X impact. And as we look at this next year, I do believe that we have a chance to make 2024 the best year of our life. And what will it take to make 2024 the best year of our life? Of course, we cannot keep doing the same things that we've been doing so far and expect different results. So we do need probably a lot of us to try some new things. I really like the quote by Tony Robbins, "Proximity is power." And the question is, who are the people who are around us? Who are the big influencers in our lives? Those people who are better than us, those people who we learn from. And I would like in this short broadcast to share a few of my heroes, several people who I'm learning from. One of them is Grant Cardone, and I really like his 10X Rule book, and I highly recommend it to you. And he says that you should set targets for yourself that are 10 times greater than what you believe you can achieve. And this might seem like a crazy idea, and when I first heard it, I thought it's a bit crazy. Well, you should be realistic, right? You should set smart goals that are realistic and so forth. But Grant says, no, you should not be realistic. You should set targets that are 10 times greater. And I think even as an exercise, it's a really interesting exercise to look at how much money you make and say, well, how will it be to make 10 times more money? How will it be in 2024 to really make 10 times more money? Or looking at the relationships, even husband and wife. Well, how will it be, the relationship with my wife, to be 10 times better than it is right now? It's maybe not realistic, but the exercise is really, really interesting. And I would like to challenge you to think about the main areas of your life and really write down what it will look like if it will be 10 times better, 10 times more. Well, the second principle Cardone explains is that you should take actions that are 10 times greater than you believe are necessary to achieve your goals. And now things start making sense, right? You want 10 times bigger results, but you have to prepare yourselves for 10 times more action. And I highly recommend to get this book. It's a fairly easy read, but it's beyond what we read. It's how we apply things. So I really challenged myself to look deep at everything that I've read in this book, and I made a list with practical applications. Now, one other hero of mine is Peter Diamandis, and these are some of his books. I really, really like Peter, and he really challenged my thinking. In one of his broadcasts, he was speaking about setting your MTP, massive transformative purpose. And I've done that for myself and for the organizations that I lead. And these are some of his books, and I really like his last version, second edition of Exponential Organization, and this is called Exponential Organizations 2.0. And in this book, he speaks about what it takes for an organization to be exponential. And here are the 6 Ds of the exponential organizations. And we at Multipliers Club, we look at all these a lot deeper inside of our organization. And we do believe that we have the 6Ds, and we will be one of the organizations that will grow in 2024 exponentially. I highly, highly recommend Exponential Organizations 2.0. Now, if you want more productivity in your life, if you want a system of productivity, I highly recommend Getting Things Done by David Allen. It's been written many, many years ago, but it is still a classic. It is a really, really good book, and it's fairly technical, but David Allen presents a really good organizational system, getting things done. And even a lot of software nowadays, they have his methodology, the GTD, the Getting Things Done methodology, implemented in different types of software. And I'll speak about that a little bit later. Another great book, it's Atomic Habits. Now, probably James Clear, it is the #1 expert in the world in terms of habits, habit formation. I highly, highly recommend this book. I actually bought a bunch of these books and I gave to our staff and to other friends because I strongly believe that this book has the potential to change your life. He says here in the subtitle, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. I highly recommend Atomic Habits. And yes, the quality of our habits is the quality of our life. So it is important as we look at 2024 to make a list of habits that we want to have, some on daily basis. And I have, I think, about 7 or 8 that are, I've introduced them into a piece of software that I'll share later, that I really want to make sure that I do not break the chain, that I do those things every single day. Now, I have some habits that are for weekly basis, 1 time a week, and so forth. It is important for us to build really, really good habits in 2024. Now, speaking about software, I have used these 2 pieces of software, and I'm still using both of them. And I'll decide a little bit later which one I'll continue to use for the rest of the year. Recently, I downloaded TickTick, and it has an interesting part of the software that is geared exactly toward habit formation. So that's a list that you can choose on. You can add, of course, a lot more. And then it is really intuitive, and it's really, really good one. And another good software is Todoist. And don't just take my word for it. Go do your research, go on YouTube. And here is, I found on YouTube, Todoist versus TickTick. So you can see what other people are saying. But I believe it is important to have good tools and that will help us to build good habits in 2024. Now, one other really, really good book is The Ideal Team Player. Patrick Lencioni is probably the #1 expert in the world in terms of team building, team formation. He wrote several really, really good books, but this one I really like because it's written also as a parable. It's a very interesting story around which he teaches the principles. And one of the big ideas in the book is that it is important to have friends, to hire people who are humble, hungry, and smart. And he analyzes how a person looks if it's only humble and hungry, or humble and smart, or only smart and hungry, and it doesn't have the third one. But he says if somebody has all these 3 characteristics, humble, hungry, and smart, it is a really good team player. And as we look at 2024, as we look at our inner circle, we want to have more people around us who are humble, hungry, and smart. And that's one of the criterias I'm using when I'm hiring people. And I highly, highly recommend this book. I would like to share with you the last thing about our free webinar that will be next Thursday on January 11 at 5 p.m. UK time. And we will go at this webinar a lot deeper in the 4 core pillars and about how we can make 2024 the best year of our life. And we will discuss a lot more subjects about how we can become financially free. So I would like to invite you to sign up at the link below. I hope that I will see you next Thursday. I wish that you will have 2024 a great year and actually to be the best year of your life. Thank you.